Hi, my name is Liz. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be taking you through a Fit Warrior yoga practice. Fit Warrior is one of my favourite yoga practices to do, and it's part of the yoga training that I took part in about, I think, 4 years ago over in California with my two yoga teachers, Mark Devine, who's an ex-Navy SEAL. He also does a lot of professional development for single people, and then also for big companies, getting everyone to come together, work as a team. He's pretty damn amazing. If you can check him out, he's got a podcast called The Mark Devine Show. Just some really good episodes around personal development, around building strength, resilience, not just physically, but on all levels. So mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And one way we can do that is to use our body. We move our body, we challenge our body. We put it into a stressful situation. That might be something like push-ups, it might be something like burpees, it might be something like a downward facing dog. And then we learn to work through that and overcome that, starting with our breath, and then using other tools like the way we talk to ourselves, which is super, super important. And also my other yoga trainer or teacher, Catherine Chapman, who is Mark Devine's stepdaughter. She's an absolute legend, a really good friend of mine. We stay in contact. Andrew and I have been over to California many times, and we spend quite a bit of time with Catherine, and absolutely love her. And yeah, I owe my teachings to her because she's taught me a lot along the way. So we're going to get started. Sitting up nice and tall, finding a comfortable seat that works for you. If you're sitting down on the ground, just make sure both sit bones are on the mat. Make sure you can lengthen up through the spine, let the shoulders relax. Slightly tuck the chin. So we'll begin with breath. And just excuse, it's very windy here today. I'm in my garage. And there's a few noises on the outside, so if that is coming through for you, I do apologise. Making sure that you are comfortable, but you can be alert. Let's take a few clearing breaths to begin. Breathing in through the nose, out of the mouth, in through the nose, out of the mouth. Do that one more time, in through the nose, out of the mouth. Coming into nostril breathing now. Make our way into a box breathing practice. It's one of my favourite breathing practices to do. It can be really used for whatever you need it for in the moment. So if you're needing to calm down, it can help you calm down. If you're needing to focus, it can help you focus. If you bring energy into your system, it can bring energy into your system. If you're needing to relax, it'll help you relax. Really great if you have issues sleeping. So we're going to use it with the intention of bringing awareness and focus into our breath and into our body. Because we're going to need the breath today as we move, especially as we start to get the heart rate up. And I'm hopefully going to teach you or give you some tools to use when you are in those stressful situations. We might be doing some burpees today. You can use these tools and help yourself calm down. So the breathing practice today, I'm going to do an inhale of 4, holding the breath for 4, exhale of 4, and then holding the breath for 4. So it creates that box-like shape I'll count the first few rounds and then I'll just guide you when to breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold. You can count in your own head though. This is a great way to stay focused. Your mind doesn't wander off onto what's happening next or, oh my God, we're doing burpees today. It doesn't really matter right now. We'll deal with that when that comes. Take a clearing breath to begin, breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, in, hold, out, hold, 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 in, hold, out, hold. 2 more rounds. In, hold, out, hold, in, hold, out, hold. Just coming back into your natural rhythm of breath. Breathing in, breathing out of the nose. Just knowing that your breath is your home base. It's the one thing you can always come back to. And I want you to remember that as we make our way through the movement practice today. So at any time you need to, you feel like you're getting a bit stressed out, this is hard, this sucks, come back to your breath. Make your way off your seat, coming into a 4-point kneeling position. So wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Take a breath in, drop the belly down, look forward. Breathing out, draw the belly in, roll the spine up. Breathing in, drop the belly down, shoulder blades come together. Breathing out, reverse that curve, tuck the chin and the hips. Breathing in, belly drops down. Breathing out, spine rolls up. This is a great opportunity just to check in with the body, feeling into what's happening in your shoulders, all the way along the spine, down into the hips. In a really great way just to start to connect your breath into your movement. So really important that we find that connection. And you might find if you're moving with your breath, the movements seem to become a little bit easier, make them a little bit smoother, a little bit more fluent. Do that one more time. Gonna add on to this move. Breathing in, drop the belly down. Breathing out, roll the spine up. Press the hips back towards the heels. Breathing in, pull yourself along the mat, come back up. Breathing out, roll the hips back. So creating this circular-like motion with the spine. Breathing in as you pull yourself up. Breathing out, roll yourself back. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. And again, just connecting into your breath, into the movement. Do that one more time. When you find your hips pressing back towards the heels, hold it here. Come down into a child's pose. We're just going to wake the body up. Get it nice and mobile, ready for what's to come. Take a few deep breaths in and out. On your next breath in, pull your body forward, tuck the toes, press the hips, downward facing dog. First one of the class, take a little walk from side to side with your heels, bending one knee and then the other, and move the head from side to side. Again, just feeling into your body. So there's a lot of disconnect happening with people at the moment, not being connected into their body, not knowing where it is in space. And one of the most amazing things we can do is find that connection. Find out where we are in space. Breathe in, press the hips up, bend through the knees, draw the belly in. Breathe out, start to release through the back of the legs, let the heels drop down towards the mat. Don't worry if they touch or they don't. Focus on pressing both palms down evenly into the mat and lengthening through the spine. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine. Take one breath in. Full breath out. Start to walk your hands back towards your feet, folding forward over the thighs. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Take a breath in, halfway lift, lengthening through the spine. Breathing out, come all the way to standing. Breathing in, reach the arms up. You should be at the back of your mat. Breathing out, fold forward. Walk yourself into a plank position. For the first one, drop down to the knees. You can always drop down to your knees if you need to. Bend through the elbows, lower the body halfway down. Breathe out, press back up, tuck the toes. Press the hips, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet, folding forward over the thighs. Breathing in, draw the belly in, halfway lift. Breathing out, press through the feet, come back to standing. So again, we're at the back of the mat. We're going to do this a couple of times or a few times, and then I'm going to give you options just to build up on it. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, fold forward. Walk the body forward. Option now, on the knees or the toes. And just find a nice plank position. Tuck the pelvis under, squeeze your butt, squeeze your quads, draw the belly in. Take a breath in, lower the body halfway down, bending through the elbows. Breathing out, press yourself back up. Press the hips to downward facing dog. Walk your hands back towards your feet. So we're doing a bit of a, it's called an inchworm. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, come to standing. So just walking out the plank, coming down into a push-up, pushing back up, walking back up. Kind of like a reverse messed up sun salutation, but it's not really. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, fold forward. Walk your hands forward. Draw the belly in, breathe in, lower. Breathe out, press. Walk yourself back, folding forward. Halfway lift, hold. Press through the feet, back to standing. We're going to do it 3 more times. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, fold. Walk yourself forward. Make sure shoulders are away from your ears here so you're not hunching up. Lower down, press back up, Press the hips back, walk back, folding forward. Come to that halfway lift position, and then come all the way back to standing. 2 more times. Reaching up, folding forward. Walk out to plank. Drop down into the push-up. Press through the palms. Press back up. Press yourself back. Halfway lift. And then back to standing. Good. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, fold. Walk yourself forward. Remember, knees or toes is the option. Lower down, press up, walk yourself back. Hold here for a moment. Remember, bend the knees as much as you need to. You grab opposite elbows here. A little swing from side to side. Maybe a little bit of a bounce. Release through the hands, breathe in, halfway lift, breathe out, come back to standing. We're going to come back out to that plank position, breathing in, reach, breathing out, fold. Walk your body forward, hold here in plank. Now I'm going to give you the option, we're going to come into a low squat position, or just a position that works best for you. So you're either going to step your feet one by one, or it might be a couple of steps, or jump the feet wide of the hands, come down into this low squat. You might be here. So remember, make it work for your body. Keep the chest lifted, press the elbows into the knees. If you're down low, draw the belly in. Just holding here. And you can take a little movement from side to side, just feeling into your hips. Bring the hands to the ground, press the hips up towards the ceiling. So now you're in a bit of a wide-legged forward fold. And then just take a little moment, heel toe the feet underneath the hips, fold forward, press down through the heels, start to squeeze the butt, roll up through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way to standing. So we're at the top of the mat, or near the top of the mat. And I'm going to start to add a little bit more movement into our practice. Breathing in, reach. Breathing out, fold. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step back to plank. Knees or toes, lower the body halfway down. Press the chest up, upward facing dog. Press the hips back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, take the right leg into the air. Breathe out, step the right foot through, left knee drops down. Breathe in to reach. Breathe out, fold forward, lengthening through the front leg. Breathe in, come back to center. Breathe out, bring the hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg lifts. Breathing out, left foot steps through, right knee drops down. Breathe in to reach. Breathe out, draw the belly in, fold forward. Breathing in, bend through the left knee, reach the arms. Breathe out, hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, bend the knees, look forward. As you breathe out, step or lightly jump to the top, halfway lift, forward fold. Breathing in, come all the way to standing. Breathing out, hands come back down by your side. Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lower down, press the chest up. Roll the shoulders back here. So really kind of press the chest forward like you're pressing your heart to whatever's in front of you. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg lifts. Breathing out, right foot steps through, drop the left knee down, reach the arms up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathing in, come back to standing. Breathing out, hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. One more time on the left side. Reach the left leg long, lightly step it through, right knee drops down, reach the arms up, fold the body forward. Breathe in, come back, reach, breathe out, hands to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, look forward, this time breathe out, step or lightly jump wide of your hands. So coming back into that low squat position. Good, hands come to the mat. You're going to jump back into plank, back to plank. Good. Step or jump back wide of your hands, low squat. Good. Jump back to plank. Step or jump back to your hands. 2 more times. Step or jump back. Draw the belly in. So land strong. So you're going to press through the palms. Step or jump back. Good. 1 more time. Step or jump back. And then come back. Low squat. Lift the chest. Press down through the feet. Come all the way to standing. So you're in a standing position with the feet wider than your hips. So we're going to make our way into the burpee. Don't be scared. So I'm just going to show you what I see a lot of people doing with the burpee, and it just makes it harder than it needs to be. It's already quite a challenging move. So one thing I do see with people is they start with their feet together and then they kind of want to come down like that. And if you see, it's kind of like you don't really have a lot of room. You're sort of in this weird position, and then you've got to try and jump back. And then people kind of flop to the ground and do this kind of weird inchwormy thing. We're going to break it down today, and it's going to be a 6 count burpee. And I'm going to show you all the different parts of the move. If something doesn't work for you, like the push up, then don't do it. The jump back, don't do it. Step back. You can skip the push up. So I really want you to make this work for you, so it's something that you can do. So we'll start with one. I'm just going to show you first. So feet are wider than the hips. That's the most important thing I want you to think about going into the burpee. And it's a few different moves all linked together. First of all, we squat down. That's 1. We come, put the hands down to the ground. We jump back to plank or step. That's 2. We lower down to the push-up. That's 3. We push up from the push-up. That's 4. We step or jump the feet back wide into that squat position. That's 5. And then we either stand or we jump up. That's 6. 6 count burpee. So from the front, I'll show you again. We squat down, knees go out, hands come down. You've got the space now to move. Step or jump back, lower down, press up, jump the feet wide. Don't try and jump them in between your feet, and then step or jump up. All right, we're going to do 10. So I'm going to count them out for us. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Now remember, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Draw the belly in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Now let's take a moment here. Heart rate is probably going to be a little quicker than what it was when we first began. I can't even speak properly now. As much or as fast as you can, we want to come back into nostril breathing. So you might find you're breathing through your mouth. I am as well. Just taking a few breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And then as soon as you can, move back into your nostril breathing. What does that do? It calms your system back down. So we just stressed our system, we worked our body hard, we challenged ourselves, and now we want to calm ourselves down because we're going to do it again soon. And you can take this wherever you are, whether you're at work, whether you're having a really challenging conversation, whether you're doing a workout, come back to the breath. It'll calm your system down. It signals to the system that it's okay. Come back to the top of the mat. Feet hip width apart, standing in mountain pose. Breathing in, reach up. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lower down, press the chest, upward facing dog. Press the hips back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, take the right leg into the air. Breathing out, step the right foot through. We're going to come into warrior one. So with our warrior one stance, we want our feet about hip distance apart. So we're not going heel to heel. You can see here, it sort of makes my hips feel a little bit funny. So about, imagine you're on train tracks here with the legs. Back foot slightly turned in. Press out through the back foot so the back leg is really active. And then your front leg, bend through the knee. Make sure the knee's going the same direction as your toes. Hips are square, chest is square to the front. Option, breathe in, reach the arms up. Now you can have them on your hips, whatever works best for your shoulders, or palms can be together. I'm going to take a little step back. A bit grungy in the garage, isn't it? It's all good, you don't need a super fancy space to practice. So holding here, holding strong, press through that front heel, draw the belly in. Option, you can take a little bit of a back bend here. Still breathing nice and smoothly. Take one more breath in. Breathing out, bring the hands down to the mat. Step the right leg back, downward facing dog. Take a little breath in and out. Breathe in, left leg lifts. Breathe out, step the left foot through, back foot turns out. Now don't be afraid to just take that time and get your stance right for you. Now I'm just guiding you, they're just cues. If it doesn't work for your body, find something that does. Play around with it, change something. Reach the arms up, palms come together, sink down into that front leg, drawing the belly button in. Shoulders away from the ears, relax the toes. A little reminder for myself. Take one more breath in. Breathing out, hands come down to the mat. Step the left leg back, downward facing dog. Bend through the knees, look forward. Step or lightly jump to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Breathe in, coming all the way to standing. Breathing out, hands come back down by your side. Now we are going to do another round of burpees. I know, super exciting, super exciting. So remember, if the push-up's not for you today, take it out. Just step or jump back to plank, step or jump back to that squat. If the jump's not for you, take it out. Just stand up. All right, here we go. So feet wider than the hips. Remember, that's where we start. So I'm going to count them out again. All right, off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have got this. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Easy day. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Whew. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shake out the arms, shake out the legs. Gonna grab a little drink if you need. So hopefully we're feeling okay. All right. So remember, willing your breath to come back down. Take those few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then when you can, come back to nostril breathing. If If you're not used to this type of training, it may take a little while. The cool thing is, the more we do this, the fitter, the stronger we get, the quicker we can start to calm ourselves back down. Our breath will naturally come back into its natural rhythm, and then we can go again. Bring the feet underneath the hips. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lower down, press the chest forward, press the hips back. Breathing in, right leg lifts. Breathe out, right foot steps through, back foot turns out. Make those little adjustments that you need. Warrior one. So reaching the arms up, pressing out through that back foot. Draw the belly button in. Open this up into warrior two. So now we do want heel to heel alignment. Hips are tucked under. Bend through that front knee. Reach the arms nice and long. Good, press through that front heel. Reach the fingertips, both sides. So front arm reaching, back arm reaching. And you'll notice there's this line of energy that happens through the arms. Take one more breath in. Breathing out. Circle the hands down to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg lifts. Breathe out, left foot steps through. Right foot turns out. Coming up to that standing position. Reaching the arms. Good, so stay low in that front leg. Draw the belly button in, that little back bend might happen. One more breath in. Breathing out. Circle back. Come back into downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose. Breath out through the mouth. Breathing in, look forward. Breathing out, step or jump to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Come all the way back to standing. Reach the arms up. Hands come back down by your side. So we're going to do one more round. So one more round of burpees. Now what I do love about the burpee, as much as I got a bit of a love-hate relationship with them, but we're doing multiple moves in one. So we're hitting a squat, we're hitting a plank, we're hitting a push-up, we're hitting a plank again, and then it's basically like a vertical jump when we come from this position back to here, or even if we're stepping up. And then, that actually is a vertical jump. So basically, a tuck jump when we're coming from that plank back to the squat. So it's a heap of different moves all rolled into one. And when it's done methodically, when it's done with that focus on each move, it's a full body workout. You can do 10, 20, 100, and your whole body has just been worked out. So that's pretty damn awesome. All right, so last set of burpees. We're going for 10. Off we go. Squat, plank, push up, squat, jump. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You are more than capable of doing this. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Breathe in, breathe out. Focus. That was awesome work. Shake out the legs. The burpees, they're not the enemy. When they're done well, they can be fun to do. Some would say. I know lots disagree with me, but that's all good. All right, feet underneath your hips. Breathing in, reach the arms up. Breathing out, fold forward. Breathing in, halfway lift. Breathing out, plant the hands, step or jump back. Lower, press the chest up, press the hips back. So last little round through, reach the right leg, lightly step it through, find that stance, warrior one, or Virabhadrasana one. Holding here. Open that up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. So stay, we'll keep the legs as they are, stay low, and then really kind of reach that top arm up and over. Your left hand comes down the left thigh, and eye gaze can either be up or down at the back foot. I do like to do that sometimes. So it's just kind of yogi's choice, whatever works best. Circle the hands down to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Take the left leg up, step it through, warrior one. Open that up, warrior two. Flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Circle the hands down to the mat, step back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through the nose, breath out of the mouth. Then drop down to your knees, press the hips back, child's pose. And then just bring the body forward, make your way over onto your back, hug the knees in towards your chest. So hopefully I've maybe changed your view of burpees. They're still quite challenging. But it's opportunity to move the body, opportunity to get stronger. Bring both feet to the floor. Let the knees drop down to the right side. And bring that top knee up a little bit if you like, bit of a twist here. So you might be a little bit sweaty, which is not a bad thing. Come back to center, roll the knees to the opposite side. Fit warrior, I hope you enjoyed it. This combination, bringing our body, our mind, our spirit, our whole being together, which is super important in the world that we live in. It's always important, but especially now it seems. Come back to center, just release the legs out long. Spend as much time as you need here resting. So I won't do quite as long of a resting pose as you might want to take. So if you want to take longer, let it happen. But don't scrimp on your final resting position. The most important part of your practice. Stay longer, pause the video. Not hug the knees in towards the chest, Just take a little bit of movement through the body. Maybe roll to one side for a moment. Give yourself a nice little hug, a little squeeze in. And then make your way back to a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Thank yourself for making the time to come to the mat today and practice. Thank you for joining me. Hope you got I hope you got a bit of a sweat up. Hope you found it challenging. Don't be afraid of challenge. It's something that we need in our life. We need a little bit of stress so we can learn to overcome. So important. And one great way to practice is to come to the mat and do some burpees. Namaste. Have a beautiful day wherever you are, whatever time it is. And I'll see you next time.